games. Pull my finger if you want. We got things to play. We got diddles if you please. What? But don't tell the police. I can watch your kids for you, but I'm going to jail in the jungle. Welcome to the Funkle.
If you couldn't tell,
oh no, we're recording.
Just had Appetite for Destruction playing.
Yeah,
I was showing
content. Content strike me now.
No, it was a week ago that I showed you the I got that on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
And just now I was showing you the rip compared to streaming, and it was like night and day difference.
We just A-B'd it on Spotify, and Spotify can eat its heart out. Sorry, I was scratching my back.
Spotify can eat its heart out? Do you mean the Spotify was better?
No, Spotify can eat its own heart out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spotify can eat its own ass.
Yo, I can eat my ass. Chloe.
You're
listen
never
to
show her this.
You're welcome. Yeah. No, I'm showing her this one now.
Did she ever see the other two?
Nope. No, she did not. And she never will.
Even after like the post-launch adjustments.
All right, now I'm never showing this one either.
What did you change?
Well, now we're referencing the forbidden episode in regards to Chloe. So, yeah, no, it's not gonna fly. She gets some of those Mountain Dews. Oh, yes.
Someone I know on I don't know that I'll ever fucking call it X.
Oh.
But shared like this
my ex.
This ice pop thing with like it molds the ice into like a cat.
Oh hell yeah.
And of course, just
you
like,
get it?
oh my, no,
I
didn't get it. I think she is though.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing ever, and I'm just like,
how could you animal, eating those cute, innocent little beings? It's like I just want to crunch them. You should just like take us a video of yourself munching an ice cube. The second turn, just be like, I want to do this to those things.
Not just buy one so that I can do that.
Yeah. Watch and like put like a live leak like thing in the corner.
Man eats frozen cat.
Yeah, live leak.
I'm like, what the hell? No one watches the video. They jump straight to the comments.
Yeah.
You fucking monster.
Wow. Classic. What's been going on with Josh?
Oh, man.
Been live streaming and...
Yeah, been live streaming a lot. Been making friends and getting close to some other friends. And
nice.
Sort of vibing, you know?
Good times in the office? Clocking in.
I wouldn't call it that. That makes it sound like a job.
Booting up the... Oh, that's good. That's good. It's a good mentality to have.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, maintaining friendships and building new friendships is difficult, but it's not like, you know, it's fulfilling work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they're cool people.
Do you ever host an after party?
What?
You ever heard of that? Where, like, you do the live stream after the live stream, but it's for OnlyFans content?
Oh, no.
No. Bummer.
No. Now I'm like, okay, but no.
All right. When's the after party happening? That's what I want to know.
I don't really think that's anything I would consider.
No, definitely not.
Like, some people do like when they get big enough, do like the Patreon thing. Like they'll be like Discord, you know,
especially
paid members
artists.
Only stream or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Shit like that. And like you said, like if they're an artist, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Something wild and wacky, you know.
I remember when, like, you know how they used to like watch entire movies on Twitch, and then that kind of got shut down. And I don't know if it's still.
No, not really. And I think what they started doing instead is brands started recognizing, like, oh, well, we can air like old shows on Twitch.
Oh, and then there's like a Prime Watch Together thing.
Yep,
I forgot about that.
exactly. You got it.
That's cool.
So, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, like, all of these different companies have to find out different ways of surviving in this new, like,
Content landscape.
Yeah.
Algorithm.
Well, I mean,
focused content landscape.
There was that article that came out the other day. It was talking about like the box office and how it's failing to sort of like sustain itself.
Yeah,
and like no one has the attention span for like decent movies anymore. They only go to the theaters to see like a huge fucking deal movie.
Phenomenal, yeah.
Yeah, just a huge epic film that they wouldn't want to watch on their phone. And then like everything else just suffers for it. So, you know, like I think Furiosa's debut at the box office, like the prequel to Fury Road.
I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, and what did you think of it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It only made 17 million in the opening weekend.
What?
And that's usually like prime time for like anywhere between 50 to over 100 million.
Yeah. I thought it would make like 80.
Yeah. Not even close.
What the fuck?
It was like, and I don't know if that was worldwide or domestic, but I know it was just like, it was a shockingly low number considering the amount of money that was spent on it.
Why would you when you have Marble Run, TikTok, AI voice, SpongeBob characters content endlessly being posted every day?
What? Yeah. Temple Run with the movie over top of it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just complete prime for ADHD. ADHD is going to become so fucking normalized that it just doesn't exist.
It's going to be the new norm,
yeah.
and then
like you're weird if you don't have it.
It will become neurodivergent to be not neurodivergent.
Yeah. Neurodivergent refers to like operating outside of like basically like societal norms.
You're one of those normies, eh?
Yeah. Seriously, you're going to be ostracized for focusing.
Good. Fuck them. I've had to deal with it all my life. Finally.
10, 20 years from now when you're a freak because you can like concentrate without five things
for
in the
more than
background.
5 seconds. Yeah.
You're just like I'm trying to enjoy my book or whatever. What a fucking loser, he's reading.
Every classroom's gonna have a TV in the corner with Temple Run constantly playing.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And the teacher will be
focus.
Like, yeah.
The teacher's teaching has Temple Run on the fucking whiteboard, yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
or they'll just project Temple Run to his forehead or wherever the pointer is. So they have to follow it around.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Wild.
One of my girlfriend's friends is like an EE. Is that what they call it?
EA, like an educational
like an EA,
assistant?
but not an EA. It's like an EE or something like that.
Educational eater.
Eater. I don't know. I don't know what it stands for. She's not an EA, but something else.
Okay.
She's like an EA, but she helps out with the soccer after school and stuff like that. And she's like, we barely have enough kids to fill a team nowadays. Like,
because they don't care.
Yeah, and none of these new parents are signing up their kids for extracurricular sports anymore. Yeah. They aren't. It's getting harder and harder. Like the families that are super into sports are doing it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like I was never super into sports, but I always signed up for something.
Yeah.
As a kid, I did like the Timbit soccer.
You're gonna have those different schools that, you know, like you think like a music school or like it's gonna be like a sports school, science school, like just different focuses because they just you won't have dedicated students for just general activity anymore. It's just like, nope, I want to specialize in this, and I want to go there.
It's gonna get worse because like these kids, like you need to sub them out, right? Yeah. And they have one sub. So if a kid gets tired or hurts himself, which they do all the time,
yeah,
they're gonna have to like suffer with one less kid on the field.
Yeah,
and then they just get rolled, and then like I'm pretty sure her team has lost every match so far this year.
To a school
just kind of sad.
Like it's a dedicated sports team.
They lost to the Catholic school that was up the hill from what's it called?
I have to bleep that.
I know you have to bleep it. Yeah.
I don't know.
bleep this. Yeah, they lost the. And it was like, bro.
I gotta leave a little note for myself in the audio.
That'd be great. Just show like Chewy. Like, yeah.
Just so that I know where to find it roughly.
Yeah. Like, what is that? A weird spike in the audio. That must be Liam. And then it's you.
I generally assume that it's me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, like, exception being if I'm like recording with Aaron on a good day. But like,
On a good day.
That just doesn't really happen anymore. I think like Aaron and I were supposed to finish Spider-Man 2 like 2 weeks after that we recorded that first batch of episodes, and then I just really don't get a chance to talk to him much.
Man, we're getting old. This is like a
because of that.
Thing. Yeah, no, like in general, it's like we're all like drifting apart, doing our own things, and
in the sense that, like, I mean, like, there's always that whole thing about like getting, you know, you get busy, and I think that like winter is the easiest time for us to all get together and do stuff.
Yeah,
because everything's shut down, right? There is nothing but sitting at home doing nothing or this.
Yeah,
right. So you know, it's fine. I don't think there's really anything wrong with it. I just, prime time, and then I, you know, sub out whoever is available and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kyle and I, pretty much, whenever Kyle and I get the chance to do Pokemon Emerald, we usually like batch record. So we'll do like maybe 2 4 5-hour sessions, and then that'll be it for a few months, because there's no way to lock in when the next available window will be. You know, and same thing, like, you know, I don't, at this point I don't know if Trav and I have got together. At this point we haven't got together to record Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door yet, but that is in the books. And like, there's been this thought running through my head, just kind of like, there's a part of me that's like, the idea of doing that game is daunting, because it's like 25-30 hours long. And like, that game's gonna take us, at the pace that we do things, like 5 fucking years to finish. And by then, like, I'll be like in a career potentially, and like, I don't plan to retire this at any point in particular. Yeah, but there's certainly like a soft retirement that I'm thinking about down the line. Right, like if we end up going down to like 1 a month, and it's like, you know, just like a big session cut down into like this wickedly edited thing. Yeah. Right? Like, you know, release one really good long video a month, as opposed to like a couple of half-hour one, or a few half-hour ones every week. So, you know what I mean? Like 1 half-hour one a week or whatever. Yeah. But, I mean, like, I'm definitely thinking about stuff like that, because I'm thinking, you know, it's like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Not like not doing anything, but maybe focusing more on other things, right? I don't, like, who knows if I, you know, meet a nice lady. That's another thing.
Kiss your free time goodbye.
Basically.
Because right? you'll also want to spend more time with them. And then that will just take away from your... Yeah.
When it comes down to it, ultimately, all I know is that if I care about them that much, then they must be a pretty cool person. Yeah. So.
Yeah, man.
Basically. What's going on with Liam?
Not much. Just enjoying life.
Your work's kind of like not stagnating so much as it's just kind of like changing. Yeah. Like your responsibilities are less heavy duty than they have been.
Yeah, I no longer have to do a lot of the taking care of horses and stuff. So that alleviates me, and I to just do labor. Yeah. And I don't mind that.
And even that's like slowing down too, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, your plan wasn't to stay there forever anyways.
No.
I don't even think it's their plan to stay there forever, is it?
No. I think it might be like a decade max.
Yeah.
And
sell it off.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be wicked.
Well, I mean, like...
hopefully the market comes around for Well, I mean, they have this like high-end leisure farm thing is always sold at like to different clients than the regular housing market anyways.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I feel like they're guaranteed to get a huge return on their investment.
It's rich people who like horses.
Yeah, and I mean, this has 2 hayfields, horses, like,
Yeah.
you know, it has everything you need. A nice friggin' house, a workshop, a barn, and a pub inside it. It's like, come on. And now we're putting in a bathroom, shower, toilet, and then a bunk bed, like, suite in with that pub and tack room. So that's what I've been working on recently on the farm. So
Yeah. No, I mean...
We put a huge patio in, like a 3,000 square foot patio.
Yeah. No,
2,000, 2,500.
Yeah. No, it's... I mean, how many years has it been now since you started doing that? 3 years now?
It's like 4.
4?
It's messed up, eh?
Was it pandemic time? Like
2020.
Around the summer?
Yeah, it was like May.
Yeah.
So it's already been more than 4 years.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
That's messed up.
You've just been like working on the same property.
Yeah.
It's different projects.
Oh, it's so crazy how nice it is there now.
Yeah.
Compared to what it was. It was all dusty and like run down, and now it's just like paradise.
No, it's nice. Every time you guys finish something, it's like, holy shit.
Oh,
It's a hell of a difference.
Wait till we get the decks done next year. I think we're planning on making the decks.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be one on the front and then one on the back, and it's just going to be insane.
Yeah.
It's going to be the complex.
Yeah. No, it is a really nice place. You know, and
now I have this knowledge to take with me. Sorry to interrupt, but I have this knowledge to take with me now for when I want to do stuff with my own place.
Yeah.
Obviously, it might not be the same scale. If I'm lucky, that'd be awesome, but probably not. But I'll know how to renovate. I'll know how to plan, budget. I'll know how much money I need to aim for.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just adjust for inflation and all this other crazy shit that's happening. Like, property value, I've been trying to look at properties. You know, James has been looking at stuff and sending me things, and it's just kind of nuts how expensive an undeveloped lot is, like, up past Sudbury. It's like 1.2 million for, like, completely undeveloped.
Well, it'd be like, I think it's like, well, I'm trying to think of who I know that really has that kind of potential visible right now.
Yeah.
It is probably James and Paul, right?
Yeah. Mason could, if he gets out of the city.
Yeah,
he could save a lot of money if he got out of the city. But I think I don't know how much they pay in rent. But
it's difficult for Mason to get ahead. Because of where he lives.
I think he does save some money, but I don't know if it's much.
I don't reckon it's a lot.
No, but
rates just change all the time.
He might be. I don't know. He doesn't really talk about it that much.
Yeah.
He could be powering it away.
The last time, like, I was in a call with that bunch of guys either. I mean, I know I'd like occasionally see you guys get together, but I'm usually always like in the middle of something with another group, and it's not like I can just be like, hey.
Yeah.
Because I know that if I jump into that group, that'll be the night, and then they'll be like, "We'll see you then. Sorry."
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "I'm sorry."
We should have James down here for a weekend. That'd be fun.
We did that camping trip last year, right?
Do you want to do that again this year?
We can.
Because he's good for a weekend sometime between now and July.
Yeah, we could totally do that. I mean, like, I'm pretty good on the weekends as well.
Find a good weekend.
Find a good weekend. Get a campsite with fucking electricity this time.
Or no, we should do it on the farm. We should go camp on the farm. Because then we'll be close to the house. So you just need to go use the house if you need anything.
Yeah.
And we could do that.
Yeah.
So we got 100 acres, you know? There's like so much space. And last time we went camping,
100-acre wood.
D was like, "Why didn't you come here?" And I'm like, I didn't think that was an option, but now I know."
You know. Yeah. No, I'm yeah, like setting up something like that would be pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure taking the financial responsibility of like paying for a site would probably be more enticing to more people.
So. Yeah, because then you can just come up and like bring food and clean up. That's it.
Yeah.
And then we can just do day trips, like go wherever. Yep. Go to the beach.
Anything.
With the boys. That'd be fun. Yeah. Terrorize the beach together.
Yeah. It'd be a solid little break.
I hope we can have a good weekend for that. Because, you know, best laid plans. It starts raining.
Yeah,
weekend.
didn't it start pissing down the second
Yeah, it was kind of
day?
miserable.
Yeah. Well, and like after that second night, I was like done.
You're like, bye. Well, that one spider crawled into your freaking car, and you're like, no.
What?
And you tried
'Cause I had
sleeping
the
in your back
fucking-
seat, and I was like, dude, this is not gonna go well.
No, because like the bed roll that I had was like designed for a cot, and I didn't know that until I got it.
Uh-oh.
And like I didn't buy the cot,
Yeah.
so it's supposed to be like elevated off the ground, like a little hammock situation.
Well, this time we can share a
my
tent.
fucking back, like
Josh, we can share a tent and a mattress
yeah.
together. I'll do it. James can cuddle with his teddy bear. I don't care. He'll no longer have me to cuddle with. You and I can cuddle, and he can be jealous. Oh fuck! What do you mean? It's a privilege. Say thank you.
It's you're telling me all these years that we've been cuddling.
You've been cheating on me.
I love that when you called Chloe earlier and you were
FaceTimed her.
Yeah, you were like, there's sometimes we'll just like we'll just like take naps and we'll just sprawl out on a bed or something, or like
Dim
a
the
couch
lights.
and just dim the lights and have a nap. And
Yeah.
she was like, that's weird.
She
And it's just
she froze for a second and was like,
yeah, she had like the most disgusted look on her face. It's just
crinkled her nose.
It's like, I don't know, we've known each other since we were kids, and we're not like, we're both straight and we're both comfortable with each other. It's just like whatever.
Until bedtime comes around, and then no.
Drop trowel, cocks out,
Oh,
all that stuff.
the lights dim at the same rate my pants hit the ground. I time
God.
it perfectly.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. I mean, like I don't think about it. I mean, like it's like
It just happens. We just
I don't overthink it. I just do it.
it just happens. So the lights are out, and all of a sudden you're in. Yo.
I know. I just like I don't. Again, I just don't think about it. Like like it doesn't even cross my mind. It's always like other people that will stop and be like, oh yeah, you guys like share a bed together, and I'm like, okay, well, what? Yeah, totally. We just like fucking like make out all night,
Bro, okay, I can't wait to like invite someone like have like Chris over from Toronto. Chris
Right.
up, and then like we're sharing a bed, and I roll over and be like that meme from that Ballad of Buster Scruggs episode where it's like first time. Like we're prepping for the home, dude. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're prepping for the home.
It's wild.
We'll all be in the old age home, be like, "Okay, nap time, guys," and we'll just be like, "Yeah, all right, been doing this for 50 years." Josh and I will already be.
I was like, I'm
The
locked
second
in
it
on nap
hits.
time. Fucking let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sleep is based.
it is.
So good.
I don't get enough of it at night.
No. Well, now that I'm dating Chloe, I don't. She's like, "Oh," it's like 11:30, and she's like, "What do you want to do now?" And I'm like, sleep." I don't know what you think.
Yeah, she's getting all like frisky, and you're just like, I just want to go to bed.
I'm like, I just roll over and pretend to be really sleepy. I'm like, I just don't really want to.
It's funny thinking about that too, because like someone I talked to had mentioned like the just the standard of social acceptance of like when it's like, and this realistically should be true of everyone, that if they don't want anything to happen, that's at the end of it.
Yeah.
You just put it to bed. You don't push the issue further. You don't do anything like that. But if she's
whereas
to
me,
go, and if you're not, and you're like tired and you want to have the night, then she's getting self-conscious, thinking
straight
that
up, yeah, it happens a lot.
You're not into her anymore. Or like it becomes a fight. And
She's like, "You're not mad at me, are you?" I'm like, "No, it's fine."
Mind you, I want to
I'm
clarify,
tired.
that's not everybody.
No, and it's
But-
not every time either.
Yeah, but it's like, it's just.
I usually can be reasoned with. We're like, trade offer. I trade you my sleep, and you give me titty. even trade in my book.
It's just the conversation, and it's like, I mean, like, I don't really have a strong opinion about any particular side having an issue. I mostly just think that, like, if someone's not in the mood, then it is what it is.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just a lazy fucker, and I'm like, but then all it takes is like that one look she gives me, and I'm like, you know what? I don't really need to go to bed right now.
Yeah, well, it's like to me, it's like it doesn't matter your position in the relationship, like what your orientation is, what your alignment is, your identity, whatever, dude. It just, like, if you're not into it, the other person should be accepting of that.
Yeah. Well, it's not like, if we go to bed together, it's not like we won't wake up together.
Yeah.
Well, it's always tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, like, there's that whole thing about, like, if you're just like
wakey.
I don't know. Okay, so I had been talking to somebody for an extended period of time, and I won't name names, but
you know who you are.
No, just like, I just the conversation around, like, a relationship came up, and there was just, like, a bunch of different factors that ultimately, like, led me to think that it just wasn't the right move for me. And like, one of the things that had come up was, like, asexuality. And, like, I'm not asexual, or like, I don't even know, like, where my anything is on any spectrum. I don't know. I know that I'm attracted to women. Yeah. Right? Like, I don't...
You're attracted to me.
I don't... Well, it's like I'm attracted to women, but I don't push myself on anybody. I don't really... I've never been, like, the fucking horn dog that's like, yo, fucking, like, we've got it. The mood is right. What are we doing? Like, I've never... I've never been like that. It's always been, like, trying to formulate a connection with somebody, and like, gratifying over, like, the gratifying part is that you're connecting with someone that you really like, or even further than that. But for me, the idea of, like, not having anything like that in a relationship, to me, is, like, limiting on me as a person, because I don't know. I like contact, like, I like the idea of, like, being close with somebody and stuff like that. So if that's, like, off the table completely, it's like,
yeah, it's not gonna work out for me.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Because talking about, like, and again, it's like there's different levels and different areas of asexuality, right? It's not like all or nothing for everybody. But I think it's the idea that, like, I would be less than my full self, less than my true self, I guess, if I'm constantly, like, checking myself and being like, I can't, like, casually, like, be in contact, right? Or, right, like,
you need that physical affection,
like, me being, like, kind of, like, in a space, and then, like, it's never reciprocated.
That's the worst,
right? Like,
too.
The odd time ever in the relationship that you may ever have contact, they're feeling uncomfortable, and then all you're thinking in your head is, like, I'm violating this person. It's like, it just doesn't...
It makes you feel bad for wanting what you need.
Yeah,
straight
essentially,
up.
Right?
Yeah,
and you're...
I've been there.
And they're suffering to meet your needs. It just doesn't work.
Not
right?
worth
it's
it.
Like, it just doesn't work.
Nope.
And it's like, yeah, I mean...
You shouldn't change yourself or lie to yourself for someone else either.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
And again, it's like, I think it's just like, and there's varying degrees, right? Like, I've met all different kinds of people with all different ends of that particular spectrum, right? And some people are not comfortable with strangers. Other people are like, if you even suggest romantic or sexual interest, I'll fucking kill you.
Yo.
Right? Like, some people just, like... some people just have different boundaries, and it's like respecting and, you know, like kind of going, you know, just carrying on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You befriend you or not, you know. Like say I'm like most of the people that I know that are varying degrees of asexual are like, you know, some of them are like, again, need a special connection with somebody, or some are just like, hell the fuck no. And they're cool people regardless.
Yeah.
It's not about whether or not, you know, it's like it never has to be whether or not the person's willing to bone you or not, whether or not they're like cool people. So, but yeah. Anyway, how do we get on
That's
this?
some wisdom, dude.
how did we get on this?
That was our necessary wisdom section.
I guess.
Yeah.
Which we haven't had many. Usually just talking about stupid shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have any stupid shit to talk about.
Not really. This
is pretty good.
This would just be like the vibes episode, I guess.
Yeah, man.
We need to get a guest on.
We do. Not Chloe. We could have Chloe. It's fine.
I remember.
I don't think she'd be a very good guest. She'd probably get like
just feel
anxious.
weird with you and I like flirting with each other. All right. She's like, I want to leave.
She'd be like, you know what? Why'd you bring me out here just to flirt with each other? No, she wouldn't say that.
Two fucking straight boys just fucking hanging.
Like, what do you mean?
Taking their dicks out.
Look at them.
Inspecting them.
Yeah, this is the section of the podcast where we inspect our dicks and rate them. Your mushroom top is looking pretty fly, my guy. This week, I give it an 8 out of 10. Needs work. Let me do it. Let me work it for you.
Like talking about that shit. And again, that's the other thing too. I mean, like, you know what? I mean, I guess that's all a part of like my shit too. Thinking about that, because I don't talk like this with any of my other friends. I'm
flattered.
Well, hold on.
It's our special connection.
It's not like just you. I mean, like Trav, Chase, like
You're cheating on me?
It's an open deal.
Right, yeah, sorry. I forgot Chloe exists. Right.
It's the boys, right?
It's the boys. This is our code word for gay sex. I'm just hanging out with the boys tonight, honey. Don't worry about it.
It's just
and I wink.
No, it's just that, like, I've known you guys since we were like kids, basically. So it's like there's no like uncomfortable like there's no like line of conversation too far to cross.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like,
yep.
It's like you guys are like
that time we rated our buttholes.
No, I'm just like I'm for real though. Like you guys are you guys are like family at this point. Like,
yeah, man, for real.
It's
dude,
like,
I don't know what I would do without my homies.
Yeah.
Oh, my homies are the best.
Yeah, man.
Homies for life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of that same thing. Like I wouldn't like, and again, I do know people in other friend groups that are very like aggressive with the way they speak to each other. They're just like,
yeah,
just like like, you know,
yeah, no.
even some of the women, man, like just like sitting there talking to each other, like I'll come over there and just like motorboat with your titties. They'll like say that to each other, and we're just sitting there going like, oh.
What's anyone say that to me? I'm open.
It's just funny. Yeah. It just makes me laugh because I'm like I know that dynamic for sure. There's never like an uncomfortable sense of like oh my god, but and I do know very well too that some people are like don't like do not talk to me or around me that way. I will slap you in the fucking mouth.
And sorry.
Which is like, it's just varying degrees of comfortability with people.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Well, you were, oh, wait. You were working on some music today.
Mm-hmm. We're doing more mastering work for people.
Yeah, man.
And, what's one guy I've been working with? Jacob Marion. He's popping off, slowly getting his singles together. Promo.
I mean, it's like talking to Kyle. Like
check him out, Jacob Marion.
Kyle doesn't have like a stage name either, right?
Yeah.
So we just, it's just like whenever we're talking about his band or whatever, he's like, his whole thing is like my home life is not interesting enough that if someone did try like what are they gonna do, fucking like show up and watch me play video games in my house? Like,
I'll invite him in. Take a controller, buddy.
Yeah,
time to get beat down in Halo.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, and there's varying degrees again with that too, like varying degrees of comfortability with like openness in public, like how much you're willing
Chloe's
to,
been talking about sometimes some fans of her dad show up at the house during Halloween and want stuff like him to sign.
Yeah.
And have like some weird thing and like
trick or treat, and it's like a fucking like a poster or something.
Yeah, and then they immediately pull something out and it's just like, okay, cool. Like,
yo.
Yeah, or there's people that have posted and been like
where they live?
No, been like, we went around King Street and like we were just there and, you know, like, so sad we didn't get to see you, like expecting him to just be walking around downtown. It's like, okay. It's so weird.
It can't be too many around here though, right? Because
there's usually tourists or like people coming for the Muskoka.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like most of his fans would be like,
they're international.
Yeah,
he's not very. Their band is not big here.
Yeah, it's not a huge.
It's still like in music circles, well known, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like undeniably, the skill level of all
just about every musician that I have ever spoken to, watched, whatever, are aware, or listen avidly to Dream Theater, but don't like, you know. Should I bleep that? I don't know.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
He's public.
I mean, yeah. No, it's insane, especially now that they're doing the next big tour. All through Europe and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the gears are turning again and people are talking about him.
Yeah.
In the band. And,
you
know, they got the drummer back. So he's been grinding. He's been going to the studio in New York a lot. And, like,
I saw
getting
Dave,
stuff ready.
I saw Dave on a... do you know that drummer thing where they just play a bunch of random songs and they get popular drummers?
Is it Drumeo or
something like that? I saw Dave was on that and I was like, that's Dave.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, he's just like he's living life now, which is good.
Yeah,
he's doing good.
Yep, everyone just vibing.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Chloe's mom was talking about how when her dad's going to go on tour in Europe, they're going to go on tour in Europe, but do their own thing. Yeah. And be like, we might come for a couple shows. Maybe. We'll see you in Germany, maybe.
Yeah. just do a round trip. Just see a bunch of sites.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chloe wants to go to Germany real bad.
I mean, if you're with a, like a traveled musician.
We're going to Toronto to see their show.
Me?
You're coming.
Wait, what?
You're coming with me.
For what?
To his show.
Oh, you guys got like a...
Yeah, we're going. Easy.
VIP type
easy.
Deal?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm going with the family, so...
Yeah.
And you're coming. You're coming with me.
When's this?
My plus one. End of the year. Towards the end of the year. I don't know when exactly their show is in Toronto. But we're going.
All right.
You and me. You're my plus one.
It's on a weekend, right?
It must be, yeah.
Yeah.
It must be. It'll be fun. And we'll be there for, like, everything, so...
Yeah.
Unless we go for dinner beforehand. But we'll probably do that earlier and then just chill there. Or have food back there, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun.
Whatever.
And the sound.
Yeah.
Speaking of sound, did we mention that already? How we were just having a listening party before this?
Yeah, we were. So
how we started.
That was like our pre-roll that I don't even know that I'll use as our pre-roll.
Yeah, so it's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. So like I don't. Well, this isn't even like from when we did our last podcast.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I got a record player and a whole like fucking sound system, like some nice ass speakers.
Oh yeah.
Fucking sub.
Great deal.
Nice amp.
Good deal.
Nice fucking like. Yeah. I've been collecting vinyls recently, and that's just been like, it started with a signed Sky Hill Out in the Moonlight and that we listened to that record before we started doing this podcast. Fuck, man.
Dude, I went by so fast. I was having so much fun. It felt like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
How long was that? Like 52 minutes?
Like 40 odd, 40, 50 minutes. It's in that ballpark. That fucking dude, Dan is like a fucking musical like
genius. He's the whiz kid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like
shout out Dan.
The fact that and it's really nice too for me personally that Dan is sort of like expanding beyond like what he's been doing, right? Because like, or at least over the few years, right? I mean, you could still say that he's been doing this recently, but it's just been nice to see him in spaces that aren't just comedy, right? Like Starbomb and Ninja Sex Party is like
goofy YouTube sphere.
He's a good musician, but like I just like so you just want to like hearing the way that he talks about life and the way that he interacts with people, right? Doesn't come across when you're listening to Ninja Sex Party, but when you're listening to like a Sky Hill record or Shadow Academy, right? Even though Shadow Academy is definitely like more inspired by like literature and things like that, you just connect with it better.
Yeah.
Like it's just more like raw, like it's from the heart.
And it's artistic as heck. Like it's standalone art. Like a lot of YouTubers, they kind of fall in the trap of like they got to make something adjacent to their brand.
Kind of.
Whereas he is a separate artist as well. Like he is a music artist.
Yeah.
And he does his
That's always been
other
a nice
content.
thing. And yes, he does advertise and occasionally like
why not?
broadcast that to that fan base.
Of course.
It's like all in the spirit of like, hey,
you like
me.
This is what I'm doing.
Try
now.
this out. This is my other big thing, right?
That's what I love. Like I liken him to like what Joji has done.
Yeah.
Because Joji's obviously very different, but like,
I wouldn't classify him on the same like caliber of artist.
No, and like but he's definitely done the same thing, whereas like he's
transcended beyond the meme.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and he had to. Like he needed an excuse to and a channel, and he's always wanted to do that stuff. But,
yeah.
But I like he's in the same kind of group of like YouTube artists gone to legitimate artists.
Yeah.
Like music artists, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
You just kind of like abandon.
And there's so many people who only know him just for the music.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming there's more and more people every day that are finding him out.
Yeah.
Just for his music in Sky Hill.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
What is it now? Let me see. Like
what's their
like say like their monthly listens on streaming or whatever. 26K monthly listeners.
It's very respectable.
Highest played song is the opening track from their first album, which is fine. But
that means people
their first album's also been out since 2007, and this other one's been out for less than a year now. So
and was it an intro track?
Yes.
So it's
going to be the most played track.
That's literally people just pressing play on the whole album.
Yeah.
So seriously. Which is an amazing sign.
Yeah.
And it's good you have a nice system to appreciate all the good work that they've done.
Oh yeah. Like I do when I listened to the album for the first time on streaming, and it was a pretty emotional first listen, because I was just like, it was just so gratifying to like hear something so like raw and from the heart
from someone you actually
from someone that I admire like very strongly, right? Like both for like the comedy work and outside of that.
Yeah.
Like just as a human being, Dan is a pretty chill guy.
Oh, he's amazing. Amazing guy.
So it was really awesome to hear that. And then it was even crazier when I first heard it on vinyl.
Yeah.
I was just like, this, like, it immediately like toppled all of my other favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever anyone asks me if I have like a favorite album, I have a definitive answer now.
That's awesome. Yeah, man.
Pretty fucking sweet.
It's a rich answer too. Very, very deep.
It's the kind of answer that, even though like I say, like monthly listeners isn't like holy fuck like numbers, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's like what it means to me as as a aspiring, like talent, whatever you want to call it.
Multimedia talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
With podcasts and streaming and fucking music and shit.
You do a lot of stuff. You do. And you have your thumb in the whole creative pie. You took your thumb and did a swirly.
Yep.
On that pie.
So
you do a bit of everything.
You put a couple of ventilation holes in the top.
You draw, you stream, you record, you edit video, you play game,
produce
a music. Yes, you do. And I mean, I don't know. That's pretty fucking big. What else is there? Do you voice act? That's the next thing.
I was really trying to make that my career, but I think that right now it's about getting the stable income that I require to just do the things that I want to do in life.
Yeah, man.
So once I'm stable, then it's something I can look at revisiting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, don't burn yourself out with the idea that you're not doing enough stuff. Because it's so easy to do that.
That's the nice thing that therapy's done for me, is that let's look at all the fucking shit you do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And tell me with a straight face that you don't do anything.
Yeah.
Right? It's you're doing more than most people do in their lives.
Yeah. No, that's the thing that blew my mind, where that helped me chill out, was realizing that a lot of people fall in the trap of doing the same shit.
Yeah.
For years on end, and that's procrastinating stuff. And as long as you literally take that one step every day, you're immediately breaking the barrier between that most people don't.
Well, that's been one of the nice things about connecting with a lot of these new friends and whatnot through streaming and such,
like-minded people.
Well, so many of them they're how long have you been doing this? And I'd be I over 10 years now. I'm on my 12th year of a Let's Play channel or whatever. And started streaming back in 2016 and all this different shit. And they're just holy fuck, I started 2 months ago. And I'm feeling overwhelmed. How do you do it?
Yeah.
And it's just dedication and a love for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I love doing what I do.
And don't overcomplicate it.
No. And if I feel like it is being overcomplicated, what do? I take a break.
Yeah.
Right? It's never goodbye, it's see you later. Right?
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Even the time when we made a video saying that it was over, dude, that video's fucking gone, because I know in the back of my mind, even when I made that video, was I can't. Someday with different people with a different mindset, this can happen again, but until then, see you later.
Mm-hmm.
And hell, I mean, that shit, that hiatus, that couple years off really only came about because of a misalignment of or miscommunication and a misalignment of I guess mindset, right? Just different. It just wasn't the right time to be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was just that break was necessary, and we came back stronger than ever from it.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in the group since 2021, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you've already...
Something like that.
Realistically, you've been in more content than, most of the guys in that time. You've shown a ton of dedication, and that you didn't even really have to.
Yeah. No, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Keeping the dream alive,
Oh yeah, no, it's so nice to just this is fun. This is a nice outlet for me too.
Yeah,
a creative outlet. I like it.
Well, and it's it's funny. When we're just hanging out, it's already a different vibe to me doing creative stuff on my own, because I'm working it's not even necessarily that we're sitting here creating something intelligent, because let's face it, a lot of shit we say is fucking stupid.
But it doesn't need to be.
But no, but it's just that you can see an evolution of how this started versus how it's going. And hell, I mean at the time this is airing, you guys will have seen the best of, like, you guys will have seen Best of Jake Volume 4, and like, God, it's so, like, the things that we thought were funny. Do you know how much shit I had to cut out? Because I was just like, it's just so mind-numbingly dumb that it's just like, between like ignorant statements and just like jokes that aren't jokes.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kids going like, yeah, fart.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's so fucking dumb. It's just like cutting it out, and I'm just like, man, like, there is not a lot to pick from here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like truly cherry picking, but the cherry bush is like fucking like dying and rotten. You know,
it's
like,
crazy though. Like, you guys were kids.
That's the thing.
You were kids making YouTube,
It was 2014. It was 10 years ago, that specific content that was captured. I was 17.
It was like multiple internet eras ago.
Yeah. Like, we're talking like YouTube when they had just started going to like the way the modern pages look.
And weren't they like, people were getting upset with Rewind then?
Yep.
Starting to?
Yeah.
And all that dude, what the fuck? Was Will Smith Rewind out then?
No, I don't think so.
It was after, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like I said, it was just a different time for us, like, as people, not even like for content.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not the same person I was even a few years ago. So like, to think of like what I was doing 10 years ago, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. That is a kid I'd like to beat the shit out of.
Oh, okay. It's like, you know when you're a kid and you're like, oh, I would like to meet older me, and then older me is like, I would beat the shit out of younger me.
I fucking hate that kid.
I would kick his ass.
Seriously.
I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. I'm gonna kick your ass. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Sorry.
Yeah, no, just... It's just like such a marker of what has changed. And while I'm glad to have that, and I have like proof of the idiot I once was and the growth that I've undergone since then, most people don't have that. Most people don't have a fucking like catalog of memories to be like, remember when I was a fucking idiot?
Oh my god, true, yeah. You have it in HD.
Mm-hmm.
Rip.
Like, that's the fucking worst part.
Don't die early.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm showing at your funeral. No, I'm kidding.
I gotta pick up all the worst parts. Yeah. Remember that insensitive comment you made when you were like 15?
In 2012? Yeah. Well, we have it on audio recording.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And video. Zoom in. There you are.
It's so fucking, like, it's just so cringe. It is. It's just like, it's awful. It's like whose idea was this? And it's mine, but it's like,
there should be a YouTube Wayback Machine where you just collapse it all under one list and be like, new era of the channel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It'd be nice to sort of like, I'd almost feel like I'd have to pay someone to do this, but to like catalog by the different eras.
Mm.
Like the Turtle Beach era, which was like fucking like the shit that we deleted.
The golden era, you mean?
That's what we recorded the first episodes of the channel on, was like a Turtle Beach mic with the gain blasted.
You need to find it again, please.
Some
of it's
on there. Some of it's still on there.
Wait, do you have a delayed upload from back then? Did you ever do that? Where you'd be like, this is uploading in 7 years?
No, we didn't have the foresight for that.
That would have been so awesome.
Here's this video of us when we were fucking 12. Fucking 30 rolls around. It's just like, someone's like fucking saying some racial slur and
oh god, yeah.
It's just like, no, not okay.
As long as you cut the video before he says it, it's fine. If Instagram Reels has taught me anything.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, it's not even like remotely a fucking mindset that I'm even okay with revisiting. That's why they're all private. And why, like, occasionally when I feel like I can go back and endure that content, I'll go back and like cut all the bullshit out and re-upload them, and or republicize them, I should say, not re-upload, but you know, and I think in some ways it's like it's nice to preserve the history of the channel, and in other ways I'd rather forget it, but you know,
let the past be the past.
Yeah. And again, it's not even a matter of like, it's not like there's no good memories from back then. Like there's plenty of like, ha ha, you know, that was funny. But it's always like, it's always those fucking like outbursts, you know, like it'll be like, you know, a lot of like, there's no committing to bits back then, really. And the ones that slipped through were the funny bits. Because there would always be like, as opposed to committing to a bit, it would be like, get embarrassed, I don't want to like put this out there in public. Because there would be like, instead of doing the bits that I would do later, which would be like okay, then I'll fucking sit there like jerking off on the weekend, like, whereas I just go and it's like, what the fuck was that, like,
who
there's no context to that.
Who's gonna get that?
Like there's nothing funny about it, you know. And then occasionally you'd have Aaron going like, you know, like you'd have Aaron doing his like fucking McDonald's outburst or some shit. Like, you know, at some point I still need to go and relaunch those ones. But
the crazy thing, now that you point this out, it's like you've had a surgical level of reflection upon most of your adolescence.
Oh yeah.
Whereas me, who is way more impulsive, has had little to none reflection in comparison.
I think that's the thing, is that I kind of look at it like a video diary.
We are different people because of it.
Yeah, but I think like having that is useful for the sake of like a video diary, right? Because it's like, where was I at this point in my life?
Well,
I was being a fucking idiot.
You don't question that. And I have no doubt in my mind I was being an idiot at the same time as you, but I don't have that reflection.
Yeah, there's no public evidence of you being an idiot.
I hope not, dude. Some of the few videos I have on my Snap Memories or my Photos app.
Yeah.
On my phone, I'm like, bro.
And again, there's like a huge difference between being silly and being an idiot, like 100%. There's like,
or just being cringe. The amount of cringe I have is insane. And I guaranteed, looking back on this now, I'll be like, you're so cringe, Liam. Stop. Like, I don't know, maybe.
When you're fucking
50.
What, like 35, 40, you're just sitting there going like,
this made me, while you were talking, this made me think of like, if any of us have kids and like they see this and hear this stuff,
oh man, like
they'd be like, oh, that's when daddy was dating mommy. Oh, whoa. And they'd be like, you guys are cringe. And it made me think of like PewDiePie, him raising the kid.
Term is.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with someone from my streaming group the other day. I don't remember when it was, last week some point, but she was talking, she reached out to me to get to know me a bit better, because we seem to sort of like interact in every space that's not like one-on-one or like getting to actually have a conversation. So it was interesting to have her reach out to me at all. But we were just like talking about different things, like interests, like different you know, like inspirations, what got you into it, how long you've been doing this, is a question I get all the fucking time. Every single time someone asks, there's like, I always hear that you've been doing this a while, like, when have you started? So it's always like, I'm like, oh, since I was like fucking like basically like 15 years old. And it's always like, well, how old are you? It's like 27. So you've been doing this for fucking 12 years, like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, yep, you know, like, I'm not proud of a lot of the earlier stuff, but
Yep.
You know, whatever it is, you know, it's all a part of my
kids.
growth, you know.
You know what?
As a person and as a creator.
You've stuck
but
to
like,
it.
You know, and the conversation, sorry, hold on. I've lost track here. What was I saying? What was your bit again?
I was talking about like how when we're older, or
when we're older,
creators,
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like the, you know, like a lot of people that I've met doing this, like they're starting for like the first time within like the last couple months. And it's just like, you know, because you brought up Felix. She had brought up Felix, and I was talking about how like when I was younger to now, when I look at early PewDiePie, I'm just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like it's just like I can't enjoy it by any stretch. It just is children's content.
Yeah.
And
it makes me realize how much of a child I was when watching it.
But it was like created by child with ADHD, designed for children with ADHD, right?
Imagine being a YouTube exec when he was in the rise. Just being like, oh God, this is what our platform is turning into.
Well, like, but they were celebrating guys like that, right? Like Fred and everything.
Oh, for sure. Well, yeah, they blew the platform up single-handedly.
But, and like Smosh and all those guys.
Yeah.
Right? Most of the people I looked up to were people that started around the same time.
Legitimizing a potpourri of content like that, like Ray William Johnson.
Yeah.
Definitely lent a hand in that, even though he was like very...
I think Ray is responsible for a lot of like what current content is.
Straight up.
Like, just like, you know, like
I can't help but being reminded of him.
What is equals 3 if not a fucking React channel?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is.
Like
it was like the viral React channel.
Like response TikToks.
Yeah. It's all him.
That is his fucking brainchild.
It's all just warped because of Vine.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, it's just seriously, it's trend setting and shit like that. Whereas, like, you know, we started around that time, but we were kids and had no fucking money to make anything happen.
Who made Vine again?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. Little did the guy know that he would have made the Chinese brain rot machine possible. God bless him.
It just completely fucking changed the content sphere.
That, and I remember watching the Apple keynote when the indie developer for Fortnite under Epic Games was unveiling their town zombie battle sim with a battle royale feature tacked on slightly to the side. I remember watching that keynote live and being like, no one's ever gonna play this game. It looks cool, but it's on Mac. No one's ever gonna play it. And then boom, battle royale.
Yeah, becomes like
the games. And then those two forces, TikTok, brain rot, and Fortnite emote, just combine it
goes from Coco Melon to Fortnite to TikTok.
That is the iPad kid like
experience. Yeah. You're just like formulating
iPad kid pipeline.
Yeah.
You start with the iPad. What do you do with it? You watch Coco Melon, and then you graduate.
Unbalanced kids
to
Fortnite. No concept of how to interact with people. They just
not even. They can only interact with people like them.
Basically,
that's it. So they're like ostracizing themselves and relegating themselves to just that social group of brain rot.
Yeah.
And it's weird because they will talk to each other and like form relationships over being weirdly cringe, but like self-deprecating and acknowledging that kind of way.
Dude,
like they'll say skibbity toilet Riz.
Yeah. Go to conventions.
And some girls will be like, he's funny. He's cute. And then they'll start dating.
So yeah, I think that's about everything.
Awesome.
The usual shit. We will catch you. You know what? It's funny. We've been talking about doing this once a month, but it really has been almost like quarterly.
Yeah.
Like we just kind of like
quarterly update.
Yeah.
For investors only. Investors update.
I don't know. I mean, like we post one when we want to. I think that's fine. I think not beholding a podcast to a specific schedule is fine.
The value of Liam coin is depreciated or appreciated, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. Well, what is this one now? 4? Yeah.
Yeah. Chapter 4.
The first one was in 2017. The second one was last summer, and the third one was a month or 2 ago.
Damn.
'Twas in the spring.
That's crazy. We should do one at the end of the summer.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah.
End of summer, talk about.
I have an update.
This is the fucking awesome part about this podcast, though, is that when we always have like really awesome conversations
and things to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know,
because that's the thing is like pumping a podcast out every week is like, bro, how interesting is your life really? To have weekly updates.
Hours, like, dude, we're just chilling, man.
Yeah.
That's what this podcast has no goal.
No.
Other than to just vibe for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, what's the pressure?
None.
There is none, right?
There is none.
Like when we decide to throw the mics up for this particular purpose, I mean, even when we started, it was like, what's going on with you? We're just vibing, you know, like compared to the beginning of the last one where it was like, you know, 6 months or more had gone by and it was like, yo, we've got some shit to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we're either going to have that or not, but they're always going to be pretty sweet, which is awesome. I always enjoy these.
Yeah, me too. It's quality time.
Yeah, and even our recording sessions. I mean, that last recording session that we did, I think honestly was pretty much just like we haven't done this in a while, just kind of getting back into the flow. But I'm sure the next time we sit down, we'll like just barrel through the end of Heavy Rain and carry on.
Yes.
But yeah. All right, pal.
Alrighty.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Good times.
Good times. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Like, subscribe, share to your mom, your dad, your uncle, your cousin.
Hit that bell.
Hit that bell. Get notified of the next video coming out. This will come out on a Friday, as always. Dude, we talk about like everything in all the content that we do. It's pretty much like a no-holds-barred kind of content. Mm-hmm. It's just like, you want to hear about this time I got a canker sore on my penis? It's like, how'd you get a fucking canker sore on your penis, dude?
Well, let me tell you.
Fucking 30 minutes later. Yo.
So anyways, TikTok and stocks. The price of Bitcoin has dropped, eh? Like,
yeah. No, it's...
we're getting old, eh? Like,
yeah.
Oh, no.
Already.
All right.
We keep saying bye, but...
This time for real.
This time.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.